Hello, peace and prayers to the families of defendants and victims of this alleged crime. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. In the following video you will see the indictment. This is all we have until a discovery is introduced. Everything else is speculation if it's not in this paperwork or other paperwork. This is only minimal information we've received regarding the OTF-5, including Kevon Grant, also known as Vonnie, DeAndre Wilson, also known as Diddy, Keith Jones, also known as Flacka, David Lindsay, known as Brown Eyes, Asa Houston, also known as Boogie. On or about November 2020, an O-Block rapper affiliated with OTF was gunned down after a fistfight in Atlanta, Georgia by members of a gang named after the Rolling 60s in Los Angeles, California. This gang is based out of Savannah, Georgia, not Atlanta. As of November 2020, New Orleans artist NBA YoungBoy and King Von, the O-Block artist affiliated with Only the Family, were having differences regarding some things, and specifically certain females they had in common. While in Atlanta, where Chicago artists and gang members frequent, whether for work or just visiting, sometimes crossing paths and having good or bad experiences with other artists and gang members. On this November night in 2020, King Von, alleged Chicago gang leader, engaged in a fist fight with Rolling 60s 4K Trey NBA-affiliated rapper Quando Rondo outside a club. A shootout ensued. As a result, we have King Von dead and Quando associate Lil Tim named as the shooter, charged and later exonerated. So the United States Government Department of Justice is alleging Lil Durk, Banks' alleged leader of a younger group of black disciples now being named OTF, a movement which originated with activist David Barksdale, who passed of kidney failure after an assassination attempt, and more notably former gangster disciple Larry Hoover has been in prison since 1973, which means he has been locked up for over 50 years. He is currently serving multiple life sentences at the ADX Florence prison facility in Colorado. There is a motion set forth now as I'm writing this to free Mr. Hoover, as he has changed his life over the last 50 years he spent in prison. Preceding this OTF case, there was the O-Block case, which King Von would have allegedly been charged in and ultimately painted as a serial killer, but never being convicted of a single murder. Here with the OTF case, we see how prosecutors allege a hit team was assembled, flew in from Miami, Florida and Chicago, Illinois to kill rapper Quando Rondo in broad daylight at a gas station in Los Angeles, California, birthplace of the Rolling 60s Crips, the gang he reps. His Cadillac Escalade is followed to a marijuana dispensary. Sometime in between, he makes a stop at a gas station where him and his small group were ambushed. Quando, who can be seen in news and video surveillance screaming and hollering after seeing his friend pulled out the vehicle, deceased more or less in a city where with his gang ties he should have been protected. Preceding this shooting and the killing of King Von, both gangs or organizations have traded verbal threats with the other, not trying to back down. In the midst of this, a Block 5 murder victim, Mother FBG Duck, also a gang member who taunted artist in his music, who was killed in a Chicago shopping district, also broad daylight. Multiple shooters is suing Lil Durk and record labels regarding labels funding and fueling gang violence leading to the murder of her son. Durk, Banks better known as Lil Durk, has been on the music scene since around 2012, making his way through the industry. More than a handful of his artists and biological family have been killed since then, and he's been targeted, with his house being broken into in the shootout ensuing a few years back. Lil Durk is the son of Durk Banks, who was indicted and convicted for drug trafficking when Lil Durk was a kid. He is alleged to be one of Larry Hoover's trusted associates and just received a sentence reduction and released, where he can be seen spreading the love of Islam in Chicago and being involved with the community. All of the defendants are innocent to proven guilty. Lil Durk Banks' name is not in this indictment. He's not on the charged list, but it's being reported OTF superior members used credit cards to purchase items and plan a homicide, communicating across 3 states to get the job completed. As we wait for more details and information, we further have time to once again access and evaluate how the record label allegedly kept NBA 4K Trey funded and kept OTF Only the Family funded, promoting and financing crimes alleged by the United States, leaving behind a trail of victims. Some go on as far to say his bounties were placed on people who disrespected these gangs in music, on video, social media and verbally in the street. This crime, once believed to be committed by the Hoovers in LA, a spin-off of certain Crips set in Los Angeles who wear orange as an identifier, is now being blamed on 5 men from the Chicago area who traveled from 2 different states to California to kill Mr. Robinson as he sat in Quando Rondo's Escalade.
Lame as hell, really. You trying to give a motherfucker a message and you a hype. Nigga, you had your chance already, nigga. You need to die already. You know, we used to do the hypes, nigga. We used to fuck hypes up. And you looking like right now, I do your ass in, boy. fentanyl bread. You should come back and feed your ass some fentanyl. Oh, hype ass nigga think he doing some shit. Trying to pass out a message when he ain't follow his own motherfucking message.